of this conference final between the number 4 seed Indiana. Allie and coach, as we take a look at the starting lineups presented by Kia.
Screens.
To be out of foul trouble.
Officials tonight: John Goble, crew chief, referee David Guthrie, umpire Courtney Kirkland. Combined 63 seasons, over 4,000 games officiated. Shot clock at 5 and an OB. He'll work down low. Nimhard defending.
Good D, better O there, right there from OG. Just back down the smaller Nimhard and shot over him.
Yeah, absolutely. The size difference. Nimhard will always get into you.
Neesmith, an early touch. Turner inside. Held. Punda. Caught. Throw line. 1 of 2. 5 of 7 in game 2, and the other night 6 of 8.
Well, the challenge for Turner is to stay that aggressive throughout the game. He's had great spurts, but they need him the entire night.
Brunson, game 3, 23 points. Neesmith is on him. Robinson a screen. Kicking it out. Bridges with a 3.
For collapsing the defense. Bridges spotting up for that 3.
Well, Neesmith, who's a great defender, turned his head to look at the pick. When you do that, guys are going to be able to reject the screen and go the other way. You've got to stay focused on the ball handler's gut.
Towns gets the Siakam miss. The other way they go. Bridges trying to speed up that offense. It's a rebound by Halliburton. Numbers the other way. In the corner, 3. Neesmith.
How good is corner 3? And again, that's pace and tempo. That's how Indiana needs to play.
Brunson trying to carve his way in on Neesmith, and does. Another 2 there for New York, and the first 2 for Brunson. Siakam quickly the other way. Back and forth we go.
Well, this is Indiana on offensively, but this is Indiana's pace.
New York likes the space, though.
That was a made layup by Brunson, and they got a made layup at the other end.
Brunson sheds the D, puts up a 3. Halliburton again is right there. Thought he didn't do enough in game 3. He'll take it the other way for Indiana. 3 by Turner. Rebound by Bridges.
When Halliburton can rebound the ball and just bust out, they don't even have to outlet. They are very tough to stop in transition.
And they're looking for
50-win seasons for the first time in 20 years. One of the best coaches in this league for a long time.
Neesmith.
Well, there's the answer. If that ankle, back-to-back 3s.
So you played on a sprained ankle. What are the difficulties shooting? The lift, which I guess would make sense.
The lift and really the calf as well, because it's an extension of the ankle.
Doubled inside, twisting out of it, getting it to go. Towns finds 2.
I like Towns inside there. Towns has an advantage somewhere on everybody, and on Siakam, it's inside. Well, that's where I think the real challenge is going to come.
Point game 2 in the Garden. Puts it in. Coming into this game 4, the series separated by just 2 points. And here we are, 2 of 2 right there for Indiana at the line. 8.5 in the first quarter. And Bridges will penetrate. Chipping his way in that beautiful fadeaway, but he's short, and Halliburton with the rebound. Indiana 4-6, 3. Halliburton. On early in the game, Brunson with it. Neesmith will tail him. And in to Robinson, who makes it.
By Karl Anthony Towns coming out of the timeout.
Halliburton has been big, assisting and scoring early for Indiana. With 4 minutes gone, Siakam finds himself free with a whistle. Smith is out. Shepard is coming for Indiana. With a beautiful drive inside, but Nimhard can't finish.
The Knicks have numbers if they push, and they're at their best.
What a feed by Hart. And over with the cut.
Just like Hart rebounds and pushes the ball in transition.
Shepard got caught ball watching.
Nimhard is on top. Hart is right there, coming off the bench for a second consecutive game. It's Siakam working in on Bridges.
One thing that's been a constant theme in this series. The Knicks have no answer for Siakam once he gets into that mid-post area, Coach.
No, they don't, and he does such a great job of recognizing mismatches in transition, and the Pacers get him the ball.
Brunson over Shepard, and that's a hard drive by Nembhard. Ball knocked away. Turnover, Indiana. Knicks are behind in the turnover battle in this series so far. As Halliburton defends Bridges. Count it. Foul.
Best perimeter rebounder in the league, and he's the Knicks guy to lead the break. He pushes it down and finds Bridges in the post.
So we just had a 13-4 Indiana run, countered by a 9-2 New York Knicks run.
That's how this series has gone.
Halliburton, long three.
Now,
But the road team has played better in each of these games.
you know, it was interesting listening to OG. You know, he talked about them just being a little bit more locked in on the road, and you can make a case for both of these teams.
Wow, and Brunson shows it again.
Offense that has been better on the road, but right now, this looks like Indiana's road offense right here in Cambridge.
Robinson watching Halliburton. Puts on the brakes, finds a gap and hits it.
Well, what does that talk about this move?
Got it tonight, Reg.
Brunson and Halliburton putting on a show here early.
So Towns on the bench with 2 fouls. New York has made 5 consecutive shots, 5.5 in the first. 3, Brunson, bucket.
Well, you
Brunson with 10. Halliburton squeezing through 20 points.
Saw the defense, saw Brunson kind of getting off a little bit. Comes back with that bigger body of Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah, and Aaron Nesmith, I mean, we talked about it the other night. I think every NBA coach needs to take clips from this series and show how he gets over picks. There he is again.
Look at that.
Nembhard out, Nesmith in, defending the twirling Brunson. With a series of moves to get the shot away, but he couldn't finish. Here comes Halliburton. He has the last 7 points for Indy. And the other way, Nesmith takes it. It's Bridges. Hart the rebound.
And Landry Shamet
Tibbs is doing here. You bring in Preston. So now you take off Turner and you bring back Siakam to go along with Toppin. 2 small teams on the floor here.
T.J. McConnell is also checked in for Indiana. Hart will tee up a 3.
well in these playoffs, right around 40%. And that's key because everybody gives him shots.
Siakam across the lane. Hart with the rebound. Played the entire fourth quarter the other night. Knocked away by Siakam on the deflection.
That number.
3-on-1, Halliburton to Toppin.
Points.
But what did it come from?
Defense.
A Knicks turnover.
Brunson with 10. Precious Achua. McBride is coming for the first time. Brunson will wheel and fire on the fly. Wow. NBA Jalen Brunson. 13 for the Knicks. A monster first quarter for him. Halliburton with 12.
Halliburton also with 4 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah, he's assisted or scored on 8 of the 10 Indiana plays that we have seen, lining up here, maneuvering, faking, and putting one up on the fly. A rebound by Achua. Down goes Nesmith. Brunson gathers, fires, and is short.
Shooting over 70, how do you make it so you're not trading baskets?
Yeah, we got to get some stops. We got to get back in transition.
How specifically do you force them into the half court, and how critical is it to get them into later in the shot clock on their end?
Just got to make sure we have floor balance on
Ball. DeLon Wright is checked in for the first time. Deuce McBride out there with him. Towns with the 2 fouls back on the floor with Hart and Anunoby. That's the Knicks 5. 30 seconds into the second quarter. McConnell is watching McBride, and Towns will battle both Mathurin and Siakam and finding Anunoby. Saved by him 3. Quick inbound. McBride triple. Rebound by Mathurin.
You notice Tony Bradley guarding Hart. Siakam will stay on Karl Anthony Towns. They want a little more quickness on him to take away those drives.
Siakam a screen. Mathurin will wheel, and he puts it off the glass.
What a start here by Benedict Mathurin. Of course, you and I have been somewhat critical of his minutes, but tonight he has answered the bell here.
He's minus 31 in this series. They go down low. Towns and Bradley. Towns Pocketed by McConnell. Numbers, Mathurin through traffic. And picked up by McBride. Quick outlet goes to DeLon Wright. And the Knicks will attack. Each team the pedal to the metal. Towns, three, good.
Wow. Teams finding some success in transition. But wow, off of made buckets, the Pacers just running it back down the Knicks' throat. And then the Knicks.
I asked you a question, Coach. Are you surprised the Knicks willing to run with
on Turner back in for Indiana? Also, Siakam is on the bench. And they bring in Toppin. Deuce McBride just checked out. Landry Shamet has come in for the first time for New York. There's a whistle.
If the guard goes over, you can roll quickly. If the guard goes under, you've got to be careful because you will roll into the defender and get the offensive foul.
Shamet and Shepard. Anunoby, step back 19-footer.
Guys, if I would have told them the field, 67% from three, 6 of 9, and they're only up 5. If you're Coach Thibodeau, you would take that.
Absolutely.
Knicks are shooting 58%. Good feed, Shepard on the cut. And it came on top, down goes Shamet.
Fell on his tailbone, and he's still down.
Turner had during that last timeout, Shamet, who walked very gingerly to the sideline at that break, is back in, has the ball now. Shepard on him. It's Towns with 2 fouls. Works it on Mathurin and scoops it in with a reverse. Pretty play. 3.
If it's Miles Turner, the taller player, or Siakam, and there
Is for other teams. It's just a matter of his aggressiveness and how he plays. I don't think it's really that teams can match up with him or somebody can lock in and stop him.
Hart grabs the miss by Turner as Shamet picked up that foul moments ago. Hard to the rack, backed away. Turner with the defense. Karl-Anthony Towns.
go right. He's good guy going either way, Coach.
I agree. I would take away his left hand, though. I think he's more comfortable going left on that drive. I would sit on his left hand and make him take the ball to his right hand. I know that's counterintuitive as DeLon Wright comes up with the big
that's double dribble.
Connell. Double digits every game. 10, 10, and then 12 in game 3. Mathurin on the perimeter. Hart will defend the collision.
Absolutely. That puts us
Field. 8 points.
that got off to a great start the first 3 games of the Cleveland series.
Mathurin has not missed a free throw in this series. He is now 9-9. Anunoby on top. Mathurin is there. Shepard watches Shamet. Towns will back his way into Turner, getting help on the double from Mathurin. Locates Anunoby. In the corner. 3. Got it. What a shot.
By OG.
Good pass. You're right.
It was a tough catch, first of all, and then a great pass.
It's McConnell. Lasers one in to Siakam, who throws it away to Anunoby.
Now the offense becoming a little flustered here for Indiana. Time to get Halliburton back in the ballgame.
Anunoby hard charging to the rack.
Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Spike not being here the first 3
He
games.
said Denzel was going to kill him if he didn't go to Cannes and promote their new film, Highest to Lowest. So when Denzel calls, he's got to go.
I don't know. You can't put your own career ahead.
Halliburton is in. Here's a shot by Nimhard. He's back in the contest. Siakam is out. Shepard is out. McConnell is out. Mathurin is out. A lot of changes for Indiana. Hart right here. Brunson on the bench. Inside looking for Towns. Broken up by Neesmith.
Already 7 turnovers for New York, and that's been a problem in this series. They've lost the turnover battle in every game.
Nice defense there by New York on the drive by Nimhard. And here comes DeLon Wright. The Knicks, with Brunson out, have gone 5 of their last 6. Towns trying to work on the defense of Turner. On top, Hart with a 3.
That's a horrible possession by New York. Got absolutely no movement or no ball movement.
Toppin 3. Hart the rebound. He's got 4.
Now the Pacers offense is become a little stagnant as well. One pass shot. The ball movement was working in that first quarter.
Well, the speed of this game has slowed down dramatically, and that's in the Knicks' favor.
Right to Towns. Towns the drive. And for
three.
Towns has had great success against the Pacers.
But I think you've got to look at what a guy wants to the
The
left
steal and
hand.
inside Wright could not finish.
Second time Wright's had a steal and given it right back.
Halliburton three.
And miscommunication.
4 run by the Knicks. Towns again. They'll face the double. Neesmith will lead it. Cross court. Anunoby, triple. Rebound, Halliburton.
Well, they're going to try to play small on Towns and then double team him in the post.
Pushing 5 to play. Screen and a shot from 3 from Halliburton. Rebound Hart again, digs it out. Takes it the other way from New York. Towns with a foul on Nembhard on top.
It's just his first appearance. Right. Now, a lot of those minutes, in fairness, he's off the court, so
Right,
are Halliburton,
exactly.
who's a great player for Indiana, so you can't put too much into it.
Halliburton works his way in and scoops it home.
Look, I know this is a really close game, but when Halliburton is this aggressive, things usually go Indiana's way, and he's already got 20, and we're only 20 minutes into the game.
Halliburton is at 4 threes already here in the first half. Brunson a good first quarter, 13 points. On top, Towns. Turner there, Bridges down, Towns driving, knocked away, picks it up and back to go.
I'm going to be a broken record.
14 for Towns, 10 Anunoby, 13 Brunson, driving in hard here. Halliburton, the defense there for the Knicks. Hart will lead it, Bridges will gallop, and New York will set up with a good cut by Brunson on a terrific feed, but he cannot finish. Nembhard the rebound, Halliburton the other way. Hart will defend. Into Turner. Anunoby will pick it up as he got tangled up. It's 100% from the floor. It was the first game they had shot under 50% from the field in game 3. Second time in the playoffs, and Turner with a nice twist and scooping it home.
Well, look, trying to pick up Towns' third foul. And you've got to put some pressure on him at the other end. You know he's foul prone. Got to continue to go at him.
Picked up by Nembhard.
Got numbers.
Halliburton underneath Siakam. Siakam, Halliburton, who has 10 assists and no turnovers on the floor. It's a shot by Siakam to get the second half underway here in downtown Indy. Neesmith is the 5th pacer to begin the second half. And here comes Brunson, Towns, Robinson, Bridges, and Anunoby, the Knick 5. And they have their first possession of the third quarter. It was deflected and stolen. And it's a 2-on-1 with the trailer in Siakam.
That's been the story of the game. 19 fast break points now for Indiana. 13 points off the turnovers.
Fast break numbers, 19-2. Pacers knocked
Another
away.
turnover.
Another turnover by the Knicks. Halliburton in full stride, Nembhard. And diving forward, Bridges. Team Indiana, Siakam triple. Robinson with the rebound. 10 ties, 13 lead changes in the first half, and it's Brunson. And Neesmith is there. Towns with 14. He'll stay there, defended well. Turner's got it.
Got numbers.
Nembhard 3. Towns the rebound. Bridges the other way.
To me, back-to-back settling for 3. Siakam the possession before, and in transition there, Nembhard. Drive the basketball.
Bridges over Halliburton. And they vacuum it in. Siakam. And 2 minutes gone here in the third. Indiana leads the series 2-1. Halliburton 3.
That's 3 straight threes. Where you've been successful is driving the basketball. I mean, those are 3 bad possessions there for the Pacers.
Knicks are shooting 49%. Brunson hard charging to the rack. Nembhard the rebound. Siakam kicking, three, Turner.
Now that's the three you live with. Why, Coach?
Second half, 0 of 4, couple turnovers and scoreless the last 4.5 minutes of game time. Going back to the second quarter. Bridges and a Robinson screen and a hard charge to the rack and a 2 right there for Bridges. He's got 8. Neesmith. He was taken off in 10 of 11.
You put Jason Kidd, you're going to run because he'll not only push the ball, but more important.
14.9 for Neesmith, and again he twisted that ankle in game 3. Weren't sure what they could get from him tonight, but he has performed well and is right on track, and Bridges with a lot of traffic. Towns faking the 3 and a hard charge to the rack.
And Turner didn't even see him scarred Mitchell Robinson.
10-point game, Siakam. Halliburton. They bring Robinson out.
Give Mitchell Robinson credit for that. His effort on the glass has made them pay attention to him, and they've done a good job since the first quarter of game 3, keeping him off the offensive boards. But that's what you have to do it.
And it'll be 3. Rebound Robinson.
What did you just say? The playoffs. Look at this.
Well,
Back to back.
he's had a lot of repetition, Reggie, because the Celtics just kept putting him on the line in the hack-a-mitch.
So Bradley is in. Brunson fell, and Neesmith skies for Aaron Neesmith.
What a game for Neesmith. All the questions about his ankle coming in here to game 4, and he has responded.
It's Anunoby with a bump into Nembhard. And Robinson the offensive rebound for the Knicks. Shot clock at 9. Towns will work here and a bump into Siakam. Carving, shooting, missing. Rebound Robinson.
Now Ross again.
He's got 4 offensive rebounds for New York in an 8-point game. And a Siakam drive, then he hits the brakes.
Well, now if you're Siakam and you're guarding Towns, make Towns guard you on the perimeter. He's not good moving his feet side to side.
Towns and Siakam. Shot clock at 4. Carl Anthony Towns knocked away Halliburton. Other offensive rebound picked up by Robinson. 3. Towns wide, missing. Quickly the other way. The twirling Siakam. Rebound fought for. Robinson got a hand on it. Saved by Siakam on his backside. Halliburton 3. Rebound Towns. Snatches that ball back out to Brunson. Racing the other way for New York.
Halliburton gone kind of cold from that 3-point line after that hot start.
Brunson behind the back to Towns in the switch with Neesmith now defending. Towns hitting for, he's 6 of 7 and 19 points. Siakam over Towns. It's a rebound by Bradley. Halliburton weaves, drives, scoops, rebound. Halliburton series has won the second half of every game. Pacers did it twice in New York. New York did it in game 3 here a couple nights ago, and Brunson will have it. Accelerates and it goes right into Shepherd.
Why are they going over the top? I would go under.
I do think, though, my guess would be term plan, Reggie, with the Pacers, which is to wear on Jalen Brunson over the course of this series more than it is to just stop one play.
Halliburton with a look-away feed for
And they're going to go with Nembhard on him now, seeing if he can do a better job staying attached.
Josh Hart is in for the Knicks. And the spinning burst quarter.
Also, Coach, too, these long reviews, extra time.
It's Halliburton. Toppin. Shepherd for 3. Rebound Bridges. Jalen Brunson. Into the paint. Got position and lets it drop.
He said he not named Neesmith. He's had some success against Neesmith, too, but he has to work a lot harder against Neesmith than he does against these other guys.
Halliburton Indiana is -13. With him, they are +20. Brunson inside on the...
Has a chance here to match him with these 2 free throws.
Demar picked up his 3rd foul. Brunson at the free...
They've given up the most opponents' free throw attempts of anybody in the playoff. Wasn't a major problem for them during the year. They only gave up 22 free throw attempts a game, 28.5 here in these playoffs.
Nembhard out, Neesmith in, Toppin, Halliburton, Turner. McConnell is in for the first time in the second half. Turner into town, shot clock at 4.
What a move there by Miles Turner, up and under.
12 points for him.
Giving Cat everything on that play.
Brunson fighting, digging, driving.
Attempts of this series, and Weaves back. I think not fouling is a big thing. They've got to be more disciplined and just make field goals.
T.J. McConnell. Halliburton with 23. Bridges defending. Can't shake him, so he takes the shot. It was great defense by Bridges. Towns the rebound. Brunson with the ball. He has scored the last 9 for the Knicks. McBride, Bridges, and Halliburton will defend. Mikal Bridges chiseling his way into the paint.
Hard out here, the start of this third, but the Knicks continuing to knock on the door. This bodes well for them.
Lot of screens, open lane.
Thank you, Coach.
And here we go, starting the 4th quarter. Landry Shamet is in, McBride and Towns and Harden cutting Anunoby. Setting up in a 16-footer. And a good way for the Knicks to start the 4th.
Now remember, it was this unit in Game 3 that got the Knicks back in it with Brunson on the bench.
Inside McConnell. And it can get treacherous in there with the way they've been playing tonight, but he hits on the twister. And it's McBride controlling.
This game was totally different in Game 3. It was 80-70 at the end of the 3rd. Here, already 102 points after 3 for Indiana. New York's going to have to find some defense if they're going to have a chance to win this one.
Anunoby with 15 inside town. Brunson is on the bench after that 13-point 3rd quarter. It's Turner and Siakam with Anunoby defending. It's tipped inside by Mathurin.
Leading to another layup. Indiana's scoring easily anyway. You cannot afford to give those up.
Pacers have their biggest lead tonight. Shamet 3, bullseye.
You can do that. Toppin as they started to make that run.
It's Siakam sidestepping and scooping it home for Indiana. It's McBride.
The Knicks just can't get a stop right here.
Shamet and Shepard. With a dive, Shepard the rebound. McConnell on the move. Mathurin, corner, Siakam, 3. Brunson is still on the bench. Towns will take it inside. Turner was right there defensively. Hart will collect it. Shot clock at 3. Anunoby, long shot.
That's big.
He's made a
Huge 3 right there.
18 for OG Anunoby.
That's how you stop the bleeding. See if this can get the Knicks going here.
McConnell. Shot clock again is deep.
That's great job by Siakam defensively.
Anunoby's first 3-point hit tonight. Shamet to Hart. Mathurin there for New York. McConnell looking for a cutter. Nice deflection by the Knicks defense. Right the other way.
And Indiana's got to take care of the ball here now. It's 2 turnovers in a row for them.
Anunoby in the corner. It's a 3. Shamet can't hit. Anunoby collects. Towns inside. Knocked away. Shepard. Mathurin. Knocked away, another knock away.
Loose ball.
Hart was tethered to net.
I like Rick Carlisle bringing Halliburton.
Mathurin dives.
Take advantage of.
And Rick Carlisle is a guy you could see more of Benedict Mathurin tonight.
Brunson back in, rested. Intercepted by Halliburton. Siakam. Neesmith. It was off the bottom of the backboard and ricochets to the Knicks.
Well, it's a sloppy fourth quarter both ways.
Hart underneath. Bridges, corner. It's a three. And the miss by Anunoby, picked up by Indiana. Halliburton on the move with a double-double tonight. Mathurin, corner triple. It was defense. Good cut. Brunson finds Hart. Coming up after tonight for sure.
Not just in this series, throughout the NBA.
This 13-point lead means nothing.
Halliburton will make a move. Neesmith will set a screen. Brunson is on Halliburton, and Neesmith is free. Rebound, another one by Hart.
The defense here by the Knicks.
Ninth for Josh. 6.5, good feet. Anunoby cutting, faking, handing. Hart, no. Switch for game 3, which...
Talking about what it would look like and what it was rolling, so he made sure to let Coach Thibodeau know that he was comfortable and that he supported his decision. He told me, I cannot complain if I get sent to the second unit. So he's been incredible. He knows that he doesn't have to necessarily sacrifice minutes.
Allie, thank you for that. 13-point game. It's Hart and Brunson. And Anunoby, that position with the lean, or Anunoby is at the line.
Public by storm, the media by storm. Nobody really knew how to handle it. It really was an unprecedented moment in this league. He has not attended a game since until tonight. He's in a suite, and I was told he will not be traveling on the road just yet.
Allie, we thank you for the updates. Anunoby has it, and Reggie, you looked at me a couple minutes ago, said if the Knicks are going to come back, it's got to start right now, and Anunoby will try to trigger it. It's in the corner, it's out of bounds.
It's potent offense.
Which they have not been able to do for most of this series. They were able to do it second half of game 3.
That is a big 3 for Bridges.
No lead is safe because of the great equalizer being that three-point ball.
It's a 10-point game. Halliburton will take it in. Towns will meet him, and over Brunson. Rebound, Towns gobbles it up.
Let's not forget Brunson this time.
It's Anunoby held, and Anunoby 3 of 5 from the line.
It's this Indiana offense starting to sputter a little bit here down the stretch.
Well, we talked about it. One of the things is it's hard to stay in a rhythm when you're always at the free throw line and then everything's half court.
It's an 8-point game. Halliburton down low. Bridges is on him. Nimhard up top. Shot clock down to 7.
Another bad possession. Shot clock running down.
Over Towns, Nimhard. Rebound. Turner was...
What it can do for their offense right now is to stop fouling on defense.
And if you're New York, continue to attack, especially Brunson downhill.
Brunson with 29, Halliburton with 30. Brunson's got the ball. Shot clock down to 6. By Turner, up and off and down. Rebound, Towns, and in! It's a 10
possession game here.
Halliburton. Nimhard. It's a 3. Siakam. Good! Big shot.
You're not kidding, Kev. My goodness.
Bridges around the screen. On top, Brunson. Neesmith will defend. Back to Bridges, another 3. Another hit! He sticks one. Halliburton weaving, driving, scoring!
Halliburton's been ultra aggressive tonight to try to score the ball. Bridges gives him a lot of room up top. I think he's got to get into his body more. so he has a chance to get over screens.
Bridges hard, inside hard, knocked away at the rim, got his...
And look at the difference on how Bridges plays Halliburton. And he's 6 feet off of him, so Halliburton can be, or Bridges can be screened easy.
And it's Nembhard. Turner a screen, switch on defense, Bridges on Nembhard. Shot clock down to 4. He'll set up on a 2-point shot. Inside tip in, try no. Turner.
Stretch here.
Stan, you've hit on that all series long. Brunson and Towns. Off to Bridges. Cross court Anunoby. In, up, off. 4. Halliburton with 32 and 14 assists.
And 0 turnovers.
And no, which is just stunning. Sets up, cross court, on top. Neesmith into Anunoby. The collision into town.
My brother says it all the time. Every organization needs a vice president of common sense. And that doesn't make any sense, that rule.
It's Brunson. Neesmith in the corner. Long shot. It's a 2. Bridges can hit. Out of bounds. Quickly to Bridges. It's a 2. No. Tipped up Anunoby. Inside, grabbed by Halliburton.
Now a triple-double for Halliburton.
The other way they've won. Halliburton. Bridges in front. Underneath.
Right.
Siakam at the line. 2 of 2. That'll creep in.
He's going to shatter that record. Multiple first pacer ever to have multiple playoff triple-doubles. Sitting at, what, 24, 25 years old?
It's a 9-point game. Bridges. Brunson will look. It's Bridges. It's a 3. Rebound Halliburton.
He had the same shot twice in a row. Couldn't get either one of them to go down.
Now you got to run some time.
It's Siakam and Shamet taking the place of Hardison. Siakam twisting, fading, shooting, no. Rebound Neesmith, but taken by the Knicks. Towns, Anunoby, the collision, and a foul on 7.
And this blocks.
Got it.
Still a lot of time in this game.
The full court pressure by New York. Brunson is all over Nembhard. Neesmith. A minute to go. Halliburton, double. Shot clock down to 8. Nembhard. Brunson will defend. The collision, the spin, goes on top. It's Toppin for 3. Good! 10-point game. With Brunson twirling in the paint. Rebound Halliburton.
He's got to be aggressive.
And not trying to make plays.
And on top of that, Coach, 38 minutes and no turnovers.
Brunson quickly by McConnell. Toppin to inbound. It's Mathurin.
Bounds. We talked about it earlier.
Right off the bench, 18 points. Towns has it. It's Bridges the other way. He'll launch a 3, get it to drop. 7-point lead, 7 points. Mathurin held. Bridges. Mathurin.
He's also got 4 steals. Let's not forget that.
Down court quickly. Shamet, long shot. That's it. The Indiana Pacers are